Welcome back to twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. You already know how we get down. I am Ringe, this is Vicious, and we have arrived at top 8 for Central America 1. We saw a phenomenal top 16 yesterday. Everybody was duking it out to get here, to get to the final Sunday, to see who qualifies for Capcom Cup, because again, it's winner takes all. And boy, oh boy, Vicious, I can't wait to see this bracket, because the match we're starting off with is a barn burner, to say the least.
Oh, absolutely. You got training partners for life. MenaRD and Caba going up head-to-head in the first game of the winner semifinals. Then down below, you have Doomsnake and Mono. That's going to be a heavy hitter as well. But don't forget the losers bracket. It's fully stacked here. Yazdero going up against Kusanagi. As they mentioned in the pre-show, it's going to be a team kill. DR Ray versus MX Gus. That one as well is going to be pretty exciting. I highly encourage you guys, if you missed the top 16, you got to see some of the finest talents of the Central America region. And these guys have proven more than their worth here up until this top 8.
Yeah, I love the spread we got when it comes to Central America, right? We got 3 representatives from the Dominican Republic, 3 representatives from Mexico, and then we got Panama and Puerto Rico in there as well. It's a beautiful thing to see. But as you mentioned, MenaRD and Caba are going to be at the top of the list. I know that's the match everybody has been fiending for, frothing at the mouth for, myself included, right? So we're going to see the lifetime training partners, the former Capcom Cup champion, and again, Caba, who has been training 7 hours every day for Central America 1 to get into Capcom Cup. Because as I mentioned at the top of the hour, first place or nada, my friend.
And this is kind of a big deal, right? This has been the highlight of everyone's discussions. I feel like even in the pre-show, they were saying MenaRD or Caba, who's going to be taking it in the predictions, right? No matter who ends up in losers in this specific match, you know it's going to be a tough fight for whoever they have to face off against over in the losers finals, right? Or the losers semifinals, right? So I'm actually pretty curious to see. It's going to be a tough one to call, but it's going to be an easy one to commentate because these guys are so good and they make it so much better to actually enjoy these matches online, right? These guys have just been killing the game since their inception into Street Fighter 5 and continue to dominate. But that's not to take away from any of the other competitors. They're here for a reason, right? Doomsnake has been putting that work with Vega. Mono, I'm very curious to see who he's going to represent, either Fong or another character, right? He does have a Seth in his sleeves, no pun intended. But we'll see if that even comes out. And I'm only going to break those two games down first. When we get to the loser side, we have plenty more to talk about. But again, MenaRD versus Caba. It's going to be Birdie versus Guile. Here we go. 3 out of 5, all the way through and through. We hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get it on.
Exactly. We have made it to the promised land of 3 out of 5, so that means there can be some experimentation going on if the players so please, or at least a little bit more room for it. But we're seeing the tried and true right now, right? We're seeing the Birdie versus the Guile, exactly what we expected. And we're going to see Caba trying to keep Birdie at bay here. Beautiful anti-air already with the roundhouse. Oh, no, sir. Got the gut punch. Yeah, uppercut punish, and now we got the forward throw as well. Actually, bazooka knee, I'm surprised he kept going in rather than set up with the sonic boom. And you see that anti-air was medium kick, I believe.
And I like it. I like the aggression from Caba. Now it's forcing MenaRD to come in and make mistakes, right? There's the lockdown that we're seeing. Sobot kick to check himself just in case he wrecks himself. Nice work finishing off with another sonic boom.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Guile players, right, is that the experience was always keeping that charge, whether it be a trade, whether it be some scramble situation, he's going to have it ready, and that's why he let the Sonic Boom rip right after. But a beautiful buffer right there. Oh, once again,
kick. Dangerous situation for Caba. Not for long. He has the X flash kick.
Yeah, he is never afraid to let that rip. He's got to establish it nice and early as well. You can see ready. He's knows Mena's tendencies. Watch the overhead and punished it perfectly. And then the back fist for the crush counter. But wow, he's still in range for the command grab afterwards. Oh, no.
Man.
Okay, was
nice with punish gets it this time within range. You're absolutely right, Ringe.
Cool. We're doing EX, throwing the extra sonic boom afterwards. That was the last bit of E-Trigger 1 that he had.
Just like that, Mena already bringing it back, playing the life lead game, the back fist, but Dolphin dives in. That's had, I think, 100% success rate so far since the top 16.
Yeah, man. It definitely has a very high success rate offline, but even higher success rate online. As you can see, Mena utilizing that tool.
Oh, yeah.
And now back at it, right? Trying to keep him in Sonic Boom range, exactly. And Mena was looking for another Sonic Boom right there. That's why he risked the jump. However, oh, he gets stuffed with the anti-air attempt that time and the follow-up command grab.
Did you see him change his trajectory mid-air, using that roundhouse instead, avoiding that medium kick anti-air. But here we go, Caba with the traps. No, you cannot jump out of here. Ooh, they have the option selects, baby.
And just like that, Caba is tied it up, but no! He actually was able to get that EX headbutt out, now taking to the corner.
Oh, wait a minute!
Get off me, friend. First game to Caba.
Brave soul indeed. Absolute brave soul. That's just how you know he has such good intel against his training partner. He's like, I know he's gonna want to pressure me down a little bit more in this corner. I know he's not gonna respect my options on wake up. So you know what? I'm gonna hit him with the hardest thing I could possibly do to kill, and that's the critical art. Excellent read from Caba. Again, if he went through with it and it was blocked, it was lights out. But again, having those solid reads against his training partner is what gave him the game.
And you see it. Mena's been going with his max range sweep because a lot of the time when Gao tries to respond and he's not in range to respond, he gets a free whiff punish, but that time failed attempt on the buffer, was a little bit too close and ended up blocking. Yes, smack him up with that stand medium punch. We know one of the signature buttons from Birdie.
And I like to harp in on that sweep a little bit more. They made it significantly easier to whiff punish, or just punish in general in this particular season, but Mena has done such a great job spacing it out to its max range over and over.
The Caba showing the training regiment dominating this opening round. However, the V-trigger is but a beautiful stuff from Caba. He just trade around.
Round 2.
Yeah, tried to. It wasn't going to make himself safe, as we saw the big punish there from Caba. But it's an interesting exchange nonetheless. Seeing that trade off. Good information to have. EX Sonic Boom, get off me. Nice. Crouch fierce to stuff that neutral jump. Back Sobot kick, get off me again. Creating that space while hitting the limbs of Birdie. Very smart. Ugh.
Yeah, Mena trying to finally make his way in here. Beautiful crouch strong anti-air as per usual. Again, right back in. I love Caba bringing the aggressiveness, right? Just when he gets Birdie off of him, he instead puts him in the corner and now establishes this whole screen space that he has to work with. And even changing the rhythm there, dashing in and activating his V-trigger off the stand or the crouch medium kick.
He knew Mena wanted to go for the bullhorn, but he didn't get a full-on punish. There was a slight mishap, but MenaRD stays alive. V-trigger active, full critical art. Any single touch from any of these players can result in death.
So you see Caba doing a lot of fake buttons just to make him think the Sonic Boom's coming, but not committing to anything.
I knew the Dolphin Dive was coming, Riggs. I was going to say, now it's going to be harder for that win condition, but still Caba getting the throw. He read that MenaRD wanted to do bullhead on Caba's wake up, and instead he woke up with the throw. 2 back-to-back reads, nailing in both games.
I mean, this is the type of gameplay we see when it comes to training partners, right? Especially training partners that are like best friends as well, right? These guys support each other every single tournament they're at, and they're just constantly grinding against one another. You can see Caba putting that knowledge to great use so far, taking a 2-0 lead. But of course, we have made it to the promised land of 3 out of 5, so we are going right back into it.
Round 1.
Oh, reads on reads, man.
Fight.
0-2 so far on the side of Mena when it comes to those. Caba sitting nice and pretty with his lead. Now he gets to play a little bit more like of his like a freestyle kind of thing. He doesn't have to worry too much about the matchup. He doesn't worry about too much about MenaRD and how he wants to play. He really gets to control the pace a lot more, or at least with a lot more confidence, right?
Exactly. A lot more breathing room for Caba at this point, having a 2-0 game lead. But I mean, Mena is a Capcom Cup champion, so you don't want to give him any opportunities he doesn't deserve. Beautiful, meaty low right there. Willing to punish. And again, Caba just establishing this huge life lead that's going to allow him to sit back. But as soon as he goes in, actually, you see the buffer was there.
I love that crouch strong anti-air, though. To stuff that jump roundhouse. Very, very smart button choice there.
Nice.
Yes, flash kick, get off me. Down for a roundhouse.
Yes. Utilizing every single one of Gao's buttons. He just knows the particular spacing that they excel at the most.
Oh, caught the Sobot kick again.
Tries to grip him up. You saw the starter of the EX command grab, but Caba not willing to get bullied, and he is on the verge of putting himself in the winner's finals. Oh man! Ended up stepping into that range.
No anti-air is present there for Mena. Getting a free jump in from Caba, although it was blocked.
Oh,
Big
again,
jump in
starting
roundhouse.
trying to counter some of the buttons that Caba's bringing on the ground.
Checking with the medium punches, looking for the confirm here. Caba stuck in this corner. Is he gonna throw any booms? No, he's gonna try to soul out his way. Gets the sweep out of the corner. Excellent time to establish this V-trigger pressure afterwards. No, he's gonna let MenaRD jump out of the corner to get this free flash kick. All the meter on deck. Speaking of, slip to my Lou.
Mena gonna empty out that CA bar to seal the round, keep himself alive here in winner's bracket. Remember, this is the first match of top 8 winner semis. So whoever loses is dropping down to the loser's bracket. Their journey is not quite over yet. Another beautiful anti-air right there.
Now this is going to be kind of important. Is Caba going to sit on this meter, or is he going to utilize it for some extra pressure from EX Sonic Booms? He's going to save it for EX Flash Kicks, or is he just going to spin it after an anti-air into the critical art, send him full screen, give him this damage, set up the Sonic Boom game?
Dude, just being a complete defensive wall right now. Can't find his way in, and when he does, he pays dearly with his life. Right now, not a scratch on Caba. Man's looking pristine. Finally does get scratched up a little bit. Sweep knocked out. Oh, and the EX bullhead coming through.
Oh, he was baiting the EX flash kick, but no dice. Caba nice and patient, sweeping it 3-0.
Sweeping 3-0 and ending it with the sweep itself, right? Beautiful stuff from Caba. Comboing off of the Sonic Boom as per usual. And I mean, that's what we kind of expected from the matchup, right? Guile is definitely adept at keeping Birdie out. It's just, you know, considering their sparring partners, you never know what could happen. A lot of unorthodox, outside the box things can definitely happen when two players that play each other all the time end up playing in a tournament, especially this far. However, it is Caba, the one that reigns supreme this time.